Hello, everyone. My name is Katie, and welcome to the Greenland Quilter channel. I hope everybody's been having a wonderful day today. I finally managed to get, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours sleep, maybe. We shall see how that makes me feel today. But anyhow, I got quite a bit on my plate tonight. I'm going to be doing about an hour here on my live, and then I'll be strolling on over to Andy's channel from Crafty Witch 232 to crochet with her. So one of the things I'm going to do first while I'm waiting on people to come in is I'm going to do a couple of channel shares because I just started doing that. It helps other people's channels. Hey, Geraldine. I thought I would do that first and get that out of the way. That way, while we're waiting on people to come in, I can get that done. So the first channel that I want to share is I'm going to share Andy's channel first because I think that would be a good idea. Hi, Gladys. And I think I'm going to pick on Gladys today too. um, Not pick on in a bad way, but in a good way. So let's do the Confident Quilter Gladys's channel first. So I'm going to go over to her channel, and then I'll spotlight her channel, and then we'll talk a little bit about her channel. And hello, everyone. My name is no, sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna share her channel, and then those of you who are not subscribed to her channel, maybe y'all can hop on over there and subscribe to her channel and help her out and hit that like button and all those things and all us viewers do to help other channels out, because I think that's a great idea. This is how we help each other grow. YouTube has been trying to help a lot of us smaller channels. I'm not small anymore, at least not by everybody else's, as you know, it's blown up. But anyway, they have given us some extra little things that we can do to help small channels. And that's what I plan on, and as you know, I've been hopping in and out of everybody's channels long before I became a channel creator myself. I've always been this way about wanting to contribute as much as I can to help another person, because the more people, I have a saying, or there is a saying out there that says it takes a village to move a mountain. I truly think that it can be done if enough people get together and everybody's doing the same thing. You can accomplish so much because you have that support, as versus when you're trying to do it alone. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and share the screen, and I'll be looking at the chat in just a minute to see if y'all can see the screen. But I need someone to let me know when you see Gladys's page. So hold on. She has a YouTube channel. Well, of course she does. Silly me. Anyway, so let me know when you see the the picture of her channel, and then I'm gonna read her description while you're waiting. The Confident Quilter Gladys L. Paul, she says she's a social introvert. She's quiet at home, but she can go out and socialize in small settings. On the channel, you'll find that she loves quilting, and her favorite is piecing and putting the blocks together, foundation paper piecing, applique, counted cross stitch, and crochet. And she also plays a few games on PS4. She also maintains her brother-in-law's website and raises border collies. Oh, I didn't know that. And her motto is, you can be a confident quilter too. Her lives are on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah, y'all hop on over to her channel and make sure you subscribe. I will be sharing her link here directly so you can. And yeah, let's have a quick look at the channel. Sorry, I'm a little bit stuffy today, so if you hear me doing that, I'm so sorry. But I thought what I would do is just share her channel here, and so you can see, what it looks like. And I'm waiting on my laptop to catch up. But she has about 164 videos. If you're not subscribed, go over there, because she's at 334 subscribers. So if everybody would help, we can help push her to that 500 mark, and I know she would love that. It looks like she also has a Facebook group, because there's a link right here for that. So yeah, go on over to her website, subscribe, click on the Facebook group so that you can join her group. Watch her lives, watch her already recorded videos, help her out so that she can grow. And I go and watch her lives quite a lot. And she's right about one thing. She is quiet. But I enjoy watching her videos. So anyway, this is Gladys of the Confident Quilter. And let me take a peek at the chat to make sure everybody saw this. Did all y'all see this? Cynthia says, I can be here for 30 to 45 minutes. Glad to catch it. Okay. All right. Can everybody see this okay? Yeah. All right. They're saying they see it. All right. So this is the Confident Quilters Gladys channel, like I said. And I will share the link here in just a minute. As soon as I move something out of the way. There we go. And yeah, y'all come on over to her channel, subscribe, like her, watch her videos so that she can have some watch hours. Every little thing that you do helps a channel. There is a, if you'll note, and I'm fixing to point it out with my mouse, right up here next to the subscribe button. Now, it's going to look different on your phone, but you'll see something that says visit community. If you click on this, it takes you to what looks like the same thing as the community tab. This area, though, is so that anyone who's looking at her YouTube channel can actually post something, and I'll show you what I mean. I can say, hi, Gladys. Oops. And I'm here for a visit, and you can share an image. So I can go over here and go down here. And any of you can do this. And I'm going to share, let me see, I think I'll share a Northern Lights picture with her so she can see it. Yeah, here's one. Let's share this. And then you'll see what I'm saying. It'll post, and I'm going to tell her this is what. And then so I might put Northern Lights as a hashtag, Greenland, things like that. And anyone can share pictures and make comments on this area, and then she'll see it. And you can, and she also posts here. So yeah, y'all come on over here and help her out and help her channel grow. I know that she would appreciate it. So this is Gladys's YouTube channel. So let's go ahead and stop the share, and I will share the link in the chat. And this is for Gladys's channel, the link. Okay. Hey, all right, let me say hi to everybody. Hello, Geraldine. Hi, Gladys. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Linda. Hey, Cynthia. Hello, Lee. It's good to see you. Hello, Jennifer. So I will be here for about an hour, and what I plan on working on, and is I'm going to work on a butterfly. I don't know. I probably won't necessarily get it finished in an hour's time, because I'm going to be hopping over onto Andy's channel. And you probably noticed that this thing, my title says 28-day challenge. I'm doing a 28-day live challenge. So every day for 28 days, I will have a live. Now, my normal lives count as part of the 28 days. So the days that I don't normally go live, they could be an hour, they could be 2 hours. The longest I'll probably go is 3. But I'm going to try to keep myself between the 1 to 2 hour time frame. So don't forget, hop over to Gladys's channel and subscribe to her channel, you guys. Oh, you're welcome, Gladys. And don't forget that anytime you come into the channel, you can type exclamation selfie, and you can share your channel. Any channel creator can share their channel in my channel by typing exclamation selfie. Hi, Muriel. It's good to see you. Okay. She says it's 50 degrees right now. You want to see what my temp is right now? it's not going to last long. It's going to warm up again. All right. We're going to ask the bot to talk. Okay. All right. So tonight we're going to work on a butterfly, and I'm going to get my scrap pile out because we got some decisions to make on how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to lay this out first because I need to look at it. Let's see here, this is C. I probably should have printed out a regular sheet. All right, so this is A and C. Now let's find B. Uh-oh, I'm missing one. So it means it's still in the box. This is E and this is B. Okay. All right. Because I want to look at this, how I want to do this. And I also have this. This is what the butterfly looks like. Okay. I had already done this once. And I foobarred it. I had all of it done except the very bottom. When I finished it, I realized that I put the color in the wrong place. So this time I made sure I marked all the areas it's supposed to have color and all the areas it's supposed to have white. Which is crazy because it's very easy for me to get messed up here. These go down on the bottom and these go up here on the top. I know you can't tell what this is. We're at 25 degrees this morning and I stayed inside all day, says Muriel. Yeah, right now I'm at 21 degrees. There's a bit of a wind, but it's not going to stay that way because there's going to be another blob of hot air over Greenland while a big, huge, it'll split the polar vortex again. And the United States is going to get another Arctic blast. So there's that problem. All right. I think I have this laid out the way it is. I need to see a picture, I think, though. All right, let me see here. Let me find the link for this. Oh, and yeah, I need to share the link anyway. It's this link. This is called the Butterfly Charm Blocks pattern. It is a free pattern. Uh-oh. Hang on a minute, you guys. I know I seem a little sluggish. I'm tired. I'll be at first admit I'm tired. But I'm okay. I'm okay. I just need to get myself woke up. I did get about a 3 or 4 hour nap, so that's better than what I had earlier today when everybody saw me bouncing off the walls because I was running around with no sleep. Oh, this is one vicious cycle. I can't sleep because there's so much stuff going on. Hey, Kevin, what's going on? Okay, so here is the link for the butterfly for anyone interested in this foundation paper piecing. This is called Butterfly Charm Block. Okay. Katie, so you are again twisting both arms. Now I'm being forced to do FPP butterflies in center. Aw, I see how you are. I love you, Rita, because you just take up the challenge without any problem at all. I can't wait to see what you come up with. You're so cool. Ah, you're sweet. Yeah, these butterflies, I love them. I just this is the project that I'm doing with Becca, and I need to get caught up because, like I said, I foobarred the first one, and we're going to see if I can keep from foobarring this number 2. Uh-oh, what happened to my chat? Okay, How you doing, Kevin? I hope you're doing well. And I think you have a live tonight, don't you? Which means I'm got to figure out how I'm going to run your live while running mine. Maybe I can run your live on one of my other things. Okay, let me see who else I've missed. All right. So anyway, if you have a channel, exclamation Sophie, and here's Kevin's channel. Kevin's channel is he helps promote small channels, and I've been a part of the group for a while now, and probably about a year and a half now. I think I've been part of the channel, and I have to say it has definitely helped my channel grow, because look at it, it's growing. And I've met a lot of really great people in the channel. I've been following them, they've been following me. We have been switching playlists, and what that means is we share each other's playlists and we watch their entire playlist. And when you watch an entire playlist, that helps with watch hours, because you're giving them watch hours. If you hit the thumbs up like button, they're getting likes. And also if you comment, they're getting you get credit for every time someone comments on one of your videos. So all of these things help the channel grow, and the people inside this channel are truly amazing. They are a great community. There is a hodgepodge of different kinds of channels. You have quilters in there, you have crafters in there, crocheters, homesteaders, keto lifestyle people. I mean, we even have 2 or 3. There's a couple channels that does scratch offs. You know, that's what they do. Pete has a really great channel where he does scratch offs of lottery tickets, and he does it live, and he has a game that he plays when he's doing that. So there's all kinds of things that people can watch outside of this community. And I think that if you didn't, we should not limit ourselves, because if we limit ourselves, we can't grow. But if we kind of open the horizon a little bit, especially if you're a channel creator, it helps make the channel grow. Kevin says, we need a break dancing channel. Yes, you do. You are so right about that, Kevin. All right. First thing I'm going to do here is I am going to go ahead and do the center. I need to find my white. Okay, where's my little box that has all my white stuff in it? I've been moving things around in here because I was trying to find something that I couldn't find, and now I've moved it. It's too funny when you move things and it messes up everything else. All right, let's see what we can do here. I found me some white. Okay, because I need white to go with this. And what color do I want to make the center body of this? And I think I am going to make it probably a purple or something, as soon as I find a color I'm looking for. And if I don't find it in this box, I have so many scraps, you guys have no idea how many. It seems like I use scraps, and it still keeps on growing. Okay, I'm going to use this for the body right here, this purple. And we'll get started with that part first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this and this piece. So I'm going to set all the rest of these aside for right now, okay? We'll put these aside. And as you can see, this is super tiny. Look how tiny that is. But the rest of this is white. So I need a strip of it. I'm going to take a strip of this, and then I'm going to go, since I have a long piece of this right here, I'm just going to cut off a piece, and we're going to work with it. Hey, Cindy, it's good to see you. All right. So let me go ahead and cut a piece off of here. And I really shouldn't be using those scissors. Just turn on my sewing machine and switch sewing machine feet so that I can paper piece. All right, put that. All right, and then set the stitch thing down a little bit, and we're in business. So let's get started. So what the plan is for me tonight is that I will be sewing here for about an hour, and then I will be getting off my live. I know it'll be the shortest live ever, right? But I will be going over to Andy's of Crafty Witch 232, and I will share. And here's her link, just so you know, so you can find it. I will be going over to Andy of Crafty Witch 232, and I'll crochet with her. And I'm going to do my first little crocheted. I'm crocheting a little Dotson. Let me show you what it looks like. It's going to be, I have never done one before, but this is what I'm going to be learning how to make. So that's what I'll be doing over on her channel. And this is the first time I have done something like this. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Okay. Hey, Laura Sup, how are you? I hope you're feeling good and doing good. You know, I miss seeing you around, and I figured it's probably because you've been busy doing family things, or you're having trouble again. I hope not, because I don't want you to have trouble. All right. It doesn't matter which direction I do this in, so let's do it like this. That way I have this bigger piece here. So all I'm gonna turn this over, because you want to put your fabric face up on the back, and I'm not. So what I will do now is I'm lining this up so I can see what I'm doing, and I'm just going to cut the long stuff off. Okay, and then I'm going to put a pin in it because I'm out of my little stick of glue, and I don't want to use the 505 because I discovered there's an issue with the 505. It makes the fabric or the paper stay onto the fabric, and the only way it's going to come off is if you wash it, and that just is not feasible for me because that just makes a big mess. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to trim off the 1/4 inch seam allowance off of here, or trim it to the 1/4 inch is what I meant. Sorry. And let me get a ruler, and we're going to measure it right, you know, put the ruler right up there and then trim. Basically, once you get the hang of them or get the rhythm of paper piecing, you can, it's almost like you can do it mindlessly. Once you get used to it, there's no stopping you. You just can go all day long just making paper piecing parts, and then you sew all of it together, and you got yourself something wonderful. And all I'm doing is I'm trimming off. That way I'll have less here, because now what I'm going to do is I have to put this so that you got the bottom piece is face up and the top piece will be face down. Now with batiks, you can't really tell which side is the top. So you don't have to really you don't have to stress about whether you have it on the right side or not, because a lot of times you can't really tell. Sometimes you can, but it's so minute, if you're not paying attention, you don't see it. A lot of times I'll pay attention just long enough to see if I can see a difference. If I don't, then I just don't care. All right, Katie, I had to wait. She said she had family visiting for a week and needed to rest after that, and then she caught a terrible cold, and I've been dealing with that since. I hope you get to feeling better. And Bonnie says, I miss Dotsies. They're super cute. I have one. She's a little pistol, let me tell you. And Rita says, so all printed. Oh my God, this is going to look great. And then Denise says, wow, that will be fun to see you crochet that pup. Yeah, it's going to be fun. The live starts at 11 at my time, which would be 10, 9, 8 o'clock. And I got to keep up with the time here. 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. For you guys is when her live starts. And again, I'll share Andy's channel one more again so you'll know where to go. Andy makes the coolest little critters. All right, let's get this first two pieces sewn together. Denise says she actually got some sleep and her head feels lighter. I got about 4 hours today, 3 or 4 hours, something like that. There was a couple times where I got woke up by, I could have sworn I heard a helicopter that didn't sound like our helicopter. Because our helicopter has its own sound, and I heard a different one earlier today, which woke me up. Which is crazy because, you know. All right, let me make sure this is covered. And no, it is not. I need to move it over some more. I did put it over right. Okay, so sometimes this is like a trial by error until you figure it out. And what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to turn it the other way. I'm still learning a lot about FPP, so I'm not an expert at all at FPP. I think I'm a beginner, and so I'm learning as I'm doing the process, which is fun because I really like it. It turns out that I like doing the paper piecing. I didn't think I would like it, but actually I love it. Let me see here. Yeah, I just didn't have it turned in the right direction is what it was. Okay. Laura says, I gifted 6 paper boxes full of yarn to my nephew's girlfriend. I have so much. I really need to pass things along. Oh, that's so cool. I bet she loved that. When I went to QuiltCon in 2024, I had taken 2 suitcases with me. One was almost empty, and the other one was full of yarn that I gifted to Becca, her mother, because her mother lives on a limited income, and so I brought her a bunch of yarn. I mean, it was yarn I knew I probably wouldn't use. That was part of my, because I don't have a huge stash, but I have a nice stash that could keep me busy for a while. And so I thought I would pay it forward and gift it to somebody. So I gifted it to her. I hope she's made some pretty things out of it by now. At least I hope so. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press this over so I can see what it looks like. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off all this excess. Okay. First, we'll start with this side of it. Got to be careful because it's such a tiny piece. It'll be easy to rip off. Once you get that third piece on here, it'll be all right. Okay, that's cut off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just leave the rest of it alone for right now, because the less I mess with it, the better. Okay, and I think I need to look at this, prune this a little bit better. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I can remove this pen now that I have a line on here. We're going to take this white again, and I'm going to place it, make sure this is going to cover the whole thing, that it's wide enough. I think I'm going to use a wider piece just to be on the safe side. And I know this looks like I'm wasting it, but I'm not, because I will use these pieces all the way down till when I can't use it anymore. I take the smaller pieces and sew them together randomly in what you call a crumb improv. And so it's not getting wasted, because right now I can't afford to waste anything until if and when things get better. All right. Rita says, that reminds me, did those emails? Yes, they did. Thank you. And Patty says, I am a lurker, but love your channel. Thank you for watching, Patty. I appreciate that. I've been noticing that I've had my yeah, that I've been getting more visitors on my lives, but I didn't know who they are because a lot of people don't talk. And please don't take that the wrong way. I'm not complaining. I'm not at all. I'm so thankful for all of y'all. Let's see. Katie, she was super excited. I also gave her 3 paper boxes full of cross stitch kits to her niece. She was thrilled because they were all bench. Oh my gosh, that is so cool, Laura. Sophie says, I love your channel too. Oh, y'all guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate every one of you because y'all are the best community I've ever seen. Y'all just so supportive and kind, and I love you guys because of that. And I need to turn my iron on. Hey, if you stick around till like the last 10 minutes of the the live today, because like I said, this is a short live tonight. I will show you my 4 blocks from Alice's Wonderland if you want to see it. Anyone want to see it? Let's see who wants to see it. Because I got all 4 blocks done. I had 3 of them done during the live when we were together with Sherry. But the 4th one I was still working on when the live was done. So yeah, if you want to see it, let me know in the chat if you want to see it. And I will show it the last few minutes of the live. I almost thinking y'all want to see. Mine's going to be unconventional as usual. Rita says, what in the world? Stepping away for a bit, Katie. See you later tonight. Okay, Cynthia. Let me see here. Bonnie says, I'm so happy to hear you chatter. As soon as I got the alert, I went right to my sewing table to work on a Funky Friends elephant. Oh, I can't wait to see that. You'll have to share it in the either email it to me so I can share it with everybody, or you can post it on the Greenland Quilter Facebook group. Or you could I showed you at the beginning with Gladys's channel how you can also share pictures on our community area of our YouTube channel. So there's, and I will definitely show you how to do that one more time before we have a, all right, here's the first part. So this is the actual body. Now this is not, I haven't trimmed it all the way down yet because I need to press it. Because see here, this is the, like the sew line right here. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. All right, let me put it up to this camera. All right. Okay. So see, I have not trimmed this along that line because I want to leave it so that I can press it with the iron first before I go messing with it. So it's not trimmed down to the actual size yet. Okay, so we've got this first one pressed. All right, you talked me into it. Let's see, we'll put them in the order we did them in. So I decided to go with a navy background as my background. I'm using batiks and I'm working out of my scrap pile. The only thing that's not scrap is the background. I have yardage of this dark navy blue. I have like 3 yards, I think. So here's the first one. Hi, Mona. And then here's the second one. Here's the third one. And you notice there's 2 different colors here. That was on purpose because it's going to be scrappy. And here's my checkerboard. And there you have it. Those are the first 4 blocks from the Alice's Wonderland sew along for Sherry's channel. What did y'all think about them? Do y'all like them or do you hate them? Okay. All right. Now let me get started on this next piece now that I've got this one done. Okay. Rita says, although I'm taking those little FPP butterflies and printing out again, so I end up with a butterfly. This is super tiny instead of, yes, it is tiny. I think the finished block is supposed to be 4.5 or something like that. Something to that effect. Okay, this one has an even smaller piece. So, see what I mean? All right, I'm going to turn it over because we want to do this on the back side, not the front side. I had this really bad habit. I don't know why, of wanting to put it on the wrong side of the paper. I don't know why I do that, but I do it. It frustrates me sometimes because I do it. All the, let's see, nice punchy color, says Bonnie. They're saying nice. Patty loves this colors. Rita says 5 inches or can make to 4.5, but I want them. Oh my God, you really want the challenge, don't you? I don't even know if you could paper piece that small. I guess you could. Denise says, looking good. Do you only have to make 1 of each block for this project? Yes. But as you go through the book, the skills get progressively harder. If your channel creator, please share your channel. And I'm going to share Mona's on purpose. Same thing with you, Rita. Share your channel. So I'm just going to trim off the excess here so we don't have to deal with it. Okay, then I want to get this side off. If I had glue refills for my stick, I wouldn't be having to use a pen, and this ruler could lay down flatter. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over here and we're going to trim off this side. I think I'm going to come back around here and do this side first. Okay, now I'll trim the side off. And see, I can keep using these smaller pieces until they're not usable. Okay, so I've got this trimmed down, except for up here at the top. Now I'll get this done. Thought I trimmed it. I did trim it, but it didn't look like I did. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my purple here and let's see, we want to turn this around like this. Yeah. I'm just going to go down here. Okay, I'm just trying to see what I'm doing. Okay, we're going to put this up here at the top, this purple. Somebody's texting me. Multiple times texting me. Because I can hear my laptop going off. Mona says she's in 2 lives. Yep, I'm always doing that too. Who else is live, Mona? Because this is not my usual live time. This is this challenge I'm doing. Because I'm trying to get caught up on some stuff, and this is a good way to keep me motivated. That's why it's not going to be that long of a live. Okay, let's get this top part done. Hey, Andy. Hey, don't forget to send me your link for tonight. Oh, Butler Family's live. Okay, gotcha. I got the oh, okay. I didn't know who it was. So I was like, uh-oh, I missed somebody's trying to get a hold of me here. Hey, you printed the pattern printed out fine. I've got it printed out, so that I got that part done. I just need the links for me to get onto your live. So is that what you sent me in the messenger, was the live? And this is, here's what, like I showed you earlier, this is Andy's link for tonight's live, which starts at 11 my time, which is 10, 9, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Eight o'clock Eastern Standard Time. All right, let's get this sewn on. Okay, if you did it in the last few minutes, but earlier it wasn't there. Unless you just did it. Or either I'm blind one, because I couldn't find it. Okay, now I've got this purple on. I have to be really careful here because this is such a tiny piece, and it will be very easy to just rip it right off the paper and have to start all over again, and I'd rather not. All right, we got that piece cut off. I can remove the pins so that I don't have to deal with that. And what I'm going to do is I'm probably just gonna, let me see, how do I want it? I need to trim the 1/4 inch on the other side here as well. So let's do that. And then we'll put the white on, and then I'll finish trimming this up a little bit. I'm not gonna trim it all the way up until I have all the pieces done, and then I will trim down everything. Okay, now I'm gonna put this big white piece on here again that I'm using, and I'm gonna make sure that's big enough. It should be. Yep. All right. And I'll just pin it on here so it won't go anywhere, and then we'll sew it. Hi, Sherry. Katie, do you ever sleep, says Laura. No, I did get 3 or 4 hours this afternoon. Oh, here's what happened last night. So after whatever it was I was doing yesterday on lives and stuff, because I was in several channels yesterday and everybody knew I was burning up the day. Like I had only had like 2 hours sleep in 2 days. So after my live last night, I was so tired. I went and I laid down, and I passed out. And then at 1 o'clock in the morning, my phone rings. Now I'd already been asleep about maybe 4 hours, maybe. So when my phone rang, I answered it. And then after I hung up, guess who couldn't go back to sleep? So needless to say, y'all saw me on lives this morning. On lives you don't usually see me on, because I never went back to sleep after I'd been awakened at 1 o'clock in the morning. And then this afternoon, after whoever's live, oh, it was Lori's live I was watching, Quilting in the Country. I was watching her live, and when I got off of her live, I went and laid down, and I slept about 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours, something like that. And like I said, I heard the different helicopters, so that woke me up. But I did manage to go back to sleep for a little bit longer. So, yeah, my sleep is very messed up right now. I think it's time to talk to the doctor, but I'm not of any hopes of getting anything to help me with sleeping, because they do not just do that. You think the United States has gotten tight on pain medicine and everything else? They're strict here. They have always been strict. All right, we got this next piece done. And like I said, I'm not going to trim it all the way down to these lines until I got all the pieces done. Okay, so now we've got the body of the butterfly done. Okay. Let me show you. These two pieces go to the body. And no, they're not as big as they look. See, I just haven't trimmed them down yet. Okay. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to talk to the doctor about that, and there's something else I want to talk to him about, because I'm a little bit concerned. So it's probably nothing. It's probably because I've been sitting in front of this laptop too much. It's probably what it is. All right, now let me get these pieces back out again, and we'll decide which parts we're going to do. I think I'm going to do the bottom half of the butterfly first, since it's the one I messed up the first go around. All right, so this is A, and this is C. And then we got F and D up here. Yeah, here we go. All right, so I think I'm gonna do these down here first, I think. Or maybe I should do these first, because this is the top half of that bottom half. So we only have a little smidgen right here of color, and the rest of this is white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn these over so I can see the back side of it. And I think what I'm going to do here is we're going to start this color off. Wait, I think I got these backwards. I think these need to be up here and these down here on the bottom. Yes, I was about to say that's wrong. Okay. All right. So there's a little tiny sliver right here that you put color, and I'm going to do these two pieces first. And let's see what color I can use. All right. Okay. No, I don't think I want to go that dark. All right. So let's make a choice of color here. What color? Blue. Oh, wait a minute. Look at some turquoise here. We can use the turquoise. That'll work. All right, let's try that, because I think that'll be fine, because I can use this. I can use a lighter purple, or I can use a yellow to go with this turquoise, and either one would work. All right, so what I'm going to do is just cut off a couple pieces. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this on here because we got 1 and 2. So let's go ahead and put this like this and pin it. Sherry's just saying hello to everyone. Do you remember who said something about the butterfly bigger? You could print it to 150% and doubles the size. And as I did, print it at 50%, and they are the size I am looking for. Oh, okay, Rita. I don't feel like getting that technical with these. These are hard enough. Laura says, I resisted sleep meds for a long time. I finally gave in and I'm taking a script. It's been great for me. It's amazing how the difference a person can feel. Yeah, but the problem is whether the doctor will agree to give me anything to help me sleep. I would rather he just treat me for the anxiety, because if he treats me with anxiety medicine, it'll probably help me sleep. Because part of the reason I'm not sleeping is, well, y'all know why. I don't even have to say it. I've always had sleeping problems. So my sleeping issues developed when my son was born. He had health problems the first 6 years of his life, and he also, see, with Lynette, let me backtrack just a tiny bit so we can talk about children. When Lynette was born and we got past all the she got past all the withdrawals from the medications the doctor had me on to keep us from dying from my asthma, which was a mess, because I was hospitalized in my 7th month of pregnancy, and we nearly died, both of us. And yeah, it was a tough time, and because it was so bad. And so she spent 12 weeks screaming her head off because she was withdrawing from all the medication, because they had me on high doses of medication to try to, like, 90 milligrams of prednisone 3 times a day was in my system, plus something called aminophylline, which was 900 milligrams of that. So, and then they had me on something called Bricanel, and then there was the inhaler, and then there was a nebulizer. There was all this stuff that kept my whole body in an uproar along with hers. And so when she finally did start sleeping, she was on this schedule where when you put her down at night, she'd go to sleep all night. She wouldn't stay awake. She'd be out like a light. And then when I'd get her up in the morning, she was ready to go. She took naps at a certain time of the day. She was always on a schedule kind of baby. Then my son comes along, and he didn't sleep at all. Only I didn't know why he wasn't sleeping at the time. And I kept taking him to the doctor, telling the doctor that, my son stops breathing in his sleep. And so I ended up moving him into my bedroom, not in my bed, but in the bedroom, so that when he would stop sleeping, I could sit him up and tell him to breathe. And when he was 6, I found him on the floor unconscious because he had stopped breathing. And I had to call an ambulance. That was the most traumatic thing in my life. And so during that time frame, what was happening was I was learning to catnap, not sleep, because I needed to keep an ear out for him, because I was concerned if I wasn't, I was concerned I'd find my baby passed away, is what it was. And so I learned how not to sleep, just catnap here and there. And then when the incident happened when he was 6, the doctors finally started listening, and they sent him down to Shands Teaching Hospital and to a specialist, and the specialist did an MRI. The problem was his adenoids were blocking 75% of his airway. Can you imagine being an asthmatic born child having adenoids that was blocking all of your airway except for like 25%? That was why he wasn't breathing when he would lay down. And so that's why he was always awake, never sleeping, kept me on my toes, because that child never slept. And it was all because he couldn't breathe. And once he had when they did the surgery and he got out, that landed him in ICU because all the stuff swelled up where the adenoids are at. But once he got past that, he was a completely different child. He was sleeping. He was doing what normal children do. Be active, sleep when you're supposed to be, so you can grow them bones and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so I have had this insomnia problem all of these years because of all those years of doing that. Plus, PTSD and everything else. So that's why I have poor sleeping. And it just takes a little bit of stress and I start having bad dreams and yeah. Denise says, whoa, watch out that rotary cutter near the ear. What ear? How many years ago was that? Thomas has just turned 37, so that was 37 years ago. So I've had this sleeping problem all of these years. Long time to have a sleeping problem. A lot of times what happens with me when if I go so many days of not hardly sleeping, I'll have what I call a crash and burn. And that means I'll be in the bed for like 12 hours. But I haven't had one of those in a really long time. Is what the same as gabapentin? You talking about the aminophylline? No, if that's what you're referring to. Wait, who are you talking to? Me or someone else? Bonnie, that was Bonnie. Yeah, Bonnie, let me know if you were talking to. No, wait. Denise, who you refer? Oh, GABA with nerves. Oh, you're talking to Bonnie. Sorry. I'm trying to keep up here. All right. Oh, okay, now let's press this. Oh, get this pressed to the other side. And you're going to see what I mean about this is just one little piece. Okay, we're going to turn it over and we're going to trim it. And then I'll take it back over to the iron and press it. Okay. Trim, trim, trim. Okay, so we got that first piece with the tip. Yeah, pretty much, Laura. It was a programming. Yeah, I had to teach myself how to sleep light so I could hear him because he always had a warning sign right before he would stop breathing. He would make a certain kind of noise. And as soon as you heard that noise, he would immediately stop breathing. And so my brain got tuned to that sound. And that's why I learned how to cat nap. Katie, that in itself is worrisome. You are shaped by lives and experiences. We never know when it will. Yeah, you know, I have quite a past, and my past has pretty much made me who I am now. And yeah, I'm doing good as far as my mental is concerned mostly. But some of my things that's like my lack of sleeping and um it's the little things sometimes can trigger me. It's like you call it fear and flight. Some of it is you either run or you get fearful or whatever. um and this place, living here in Greenland, has been the most peaceful place I have ever lived in. And um and that's why you've seen me stressed out lately for the last year and a half, maybe two. It's because that peacefulness is being broken other by other factors that shouldn't even be a problem, but it is. I'm trying to keep certain words out of this conversation because I don't want anyone walking out because of it. All right, let's get this second piece. But I can't hide it either because I live here. And when your way of life is being threatened, Yeah, fight or flight. That's right, Denise. And right now, I think that's the mode I'm in right now. Because there, and I'm not the only one here in Greenland experiencing this. You want to know what two things is going on with the Greenlanders right now? A big majority of them, there's several who can't sleep, several who are having nightmares. Some are so stressed out they can't, they're everybody's lives are being interrupted with all of this noise. And that's what it is noise. Too much noise. And the leadership is doing their best to keep everything, together, which they're doing a good job. I can't fault them for they're doing everything they can to, do what they can. Anyhow, on to another note. What have you guys been doing today? You've been sewing, you've been chilling. I know some of you work for a living. How's work going? How's the weather your way? Um, y'all still got those of you that got snow that don't normally get snow. Do you still have snow on the ground? Let me know. I need to get a hold of my sister in Spain and see if they've gotten any snow over there. Because I thought I saw on somewhere where there was some place in Spain that got a ton of snow. I call it noise because that's what it is. There's too much. It's too much for everybody. I mean, but we can't stick our heads in the sand and ignore what's going on, because then when something really important we need to know about, like I still don't know when there's going to be a town meeting here in our town because I've not seen or heard anything, but I know there's going to be. And the other problem is they're supposed to be updating the sirens and stuff, because there is a siren system here. Problem is I don't hear the siren. My brain has shut that off. So whenever it goes off on Wednesdays, I don't hear it anymore. So I have to come up with a backup plan. Maybe I need to. I think I'm gonna talk to my boss Bitsy and see, if the siren does go off or we have to be, we have to know something. Maybe she can just call me and say, hey, this is what is going on. When Nikolai's home, it's no big deal because he can handle it. But when I'm here by myself, I don't necessarily know everything that's going on around town anyway. So I got to be mindful of all this stuff because it's important. I'm in the desert southwest of the UA, 75 degrees. Woo! Let's see. Mona says she has lots of snow and 2 feet of ice. Oh my God. Does the ice tear up your gutters, Mona? Mona's leaving? Uh-oh. I wanted her to answer my question. Sherry says, make dinner, a cake, and have some hand sewing. What you working on hand sewing wise, Sherry? Hey, Sherry, by the way, you weren't in here earlier. You want to see my block? You want to see my Alice in Wonderland blocks? Oh, wait. Oh, Denise, you didn't give me a chance to read it. Sherry, are you there? Maybe not. Here's block number 1. The rail fence. The 9 patch. And yes, those colors were done like that on purpose. You can see there's a difference here versus here. I did that on purpose. And then my checkerboard. See, you're a good teacher. Thank you. I know it's not going to look like everybody else's, but you know me, always doing something outside the box. Denise says, find a way to keep up with the town hall meeting schedule so you know if you need to do anything different. And yeah, I'm aware of one mandate that already got sent out. They were telling everybody to make sure that they have enough food for a week. Dry goods for a week, that is, in case the power gets knocked out. And when last I guess a few days ago, they said that we have a big, huge hydropower plant down here in South Greenland, and there's one outside of Nuke. And so they've placed military in both places. So there's somebody there to keep an eye on both the plants, which is a good thing. I just nicked my ruler. Dang it. All right, we got the second part of the bottom done. So now so here's the 2 pieces. So I'm gonna set them aside with the other. What did I do with the other ones? Yeah, where did I? Oh, here they are. So I'm gonna put them up here. All right, now here comes the fun part, because now we're gonna get into the intricate parts. All right, so this part here, these 2 pieces here are the top of the butterfly. Man, that camera is really sluggish. It must be hot. A little bit. I'm using my regular cell phone, the one I use all the time, since the old one seems to keep heating up too much. All right, so I'm gonna turn these around so you can see this. So what I did is I took a pencil and shaded on this side so I know what's supposed to be color and what's not. Because how I made the mistake last time is I put color where it didn't belong and the white in the wrong place. So I have labeled this so I can do better. Why would your power get knocked out? It's infrastructure, Denise. And yeah. We do have a backup generator in this town should power fail, but and that sits down at the harbor. They have I've actually seen it. It's nice. It's a big, huge ship engine that they turned into a big, huge power plant backup generator for the town. But the whole time I've lived here, is there something wrong here? I shaded the wrong part. But I've lived here for 14 years and I've only ever seen a power outage that, you know, if you want to call it a power outage, it only ever lasted like a half an hour, and that was just a random one. And I think they were doing something, the reason we lost power. They were probably checking to make sure the generator worked or something like that, I guess. Oh, I know what I did wrong here. But the generator is huge and It looks like somebody bought it off the showroom floor. It's so pristine. It's like it's never been used. There we go. Now I got this right. Okay, so what we got here is we have just color right here on the inside. And all of this on the outer perimeters is white. But you have this itty bitty piece right here that's white on both of these. So now I want to decide what color I want to make. Oh, hi, Pat. Oh, we were just talking about infrastructure and having it protected and stuff like that. They have military at both the hydropower plants now. And every town does have a backup generator due to hydropower, but you know, for the most part, they haven't had to use it. So yeah, but that was the latest I saw was they had military, all of them. Okay, what color do I want to put with this turquoise? Do I want to do purple or do I want to do this color? That might be too bright. Let me see if I can find a more lower volume. Could do, I think I'm gonna do yellow. Because the yellow will go with that turquoise pretty well. So let me cut a small piece off of this right here. All right. Because of what's going on right now, Pat. Is there a central place outline you can go to daily to check the updates? I don't know, Denise. I'm going to talk to Bitsy and see how I can go about getting, because I went to the website that they had, someone posted some stuff that the government here posted, but they posted it like they had scanned it, so it was a graphic, and I can't translate graphics. I have to have it in PDF format or on the actual website to translate anything. So, I need to go talk. I also thought about just going up to the commune and asking for a little help with language barrier, you know, so that I can keep up with what's going on. Because I do need to know about it. I don't know. I'll get it figured out. We'll see what happens. No, Pat, you need to watch the news. And you'll know what's going on when you see it. Most everybody in here already knows what's going on. Has to do with someone wanting to own Greenland. So, did you guys hear that Greenland cross country ski team placed in the top 20 for the Olympics? It's a sister and brother team. They are doing really good. She had a little bit, the sister had a little bit of a setback because she had some kind of illness. I don't know what it was, but it had kind of affected her a little bit, but she's doing better. And they had a good run this go around during their national competition. So they're doing really good. So they might just get to go to the Olympics, which is really cool. So if they are, I'll let you know. If I find out they are going to go to the Olympics, I'll keep y'all updated on that, and y'all might want to watch them ski, because that cross country has to do with skiing and using a long gun for the little skeet shooting or whatever you call that they do. I don't know what it's called exactly. If they stay in the top group that goes, yes. But because they're doing really well. But they're really young. They're brother and sister team. And so far, it looks like they're going to get to go. So let's hope that that stays in place. She says, "Oh yes, I know about that. That won't affect the power or people. We have had a presence there for many years." No, you haven't. Right now, there's only one base here, and yeah, it's complicated, Pat. Do you ever watch the Olympic shoot? I like watching ice skating, all the ice skating parts. Uh-oh. Uh Sometimes I might watch I don't know what it's called, where they go way up high and on their skis and they go way down and do tricks in the air. I don't know what that's called exactly. But yeah. I watch that sometimes, but mostly I just like to watch the ice skating. That's what I find the most fun, is the skating. I don't watch a lot of sports on, but that I do watch if I have access to it. A lot of times we don't have access to that stuff over here. It depends on whether Denmark shows it on one of their public TVs or not. Public TV channels, and if they do, then I can watch it. Because I don't get any kind of American TV or any of that. I don't have cable, is what I'm saying. We never have. So everything I watch is either through YouTube or something like that. Because YouTube shares quite a bit too. So we'll just see how much this year YouTube's doing as far as that's concerned. Because if they show a lot, I won't miss anything. But sometimes they want you to pay for it, and I don't want to pay a high price for it. Sherry says ice skating will be good this year. The men's division watch. Oh, yay! I saw there's this one young guy. My goodness, he can freaking skate. But I've gotten, when I first started watching the ice skating thing, I liked the pair skating, the individual skating, but I didn't watch much of the ice dancing. But now I'm getting where I enjoy the ice dancing too, because they've gotten more intricate with how they're dancing, and it's turning out to be something really beautiful to watch. All right, we're about to have one piece of this done. So we have about less than 30 minutes left on this live. Wait, we've been an hour, haven't we? 9:30. Yeah, we've been an hour. So in about 15 minutes, I'll have to get off because I'll be going over to Andy's channel. But I'll continue with this on. I have another live scheduled for tomorrow, which will go longer. It'll be a 3-hour live tomorrow, and it'll be late at night again, because it's not my usual live nights, because I'm doing a 28-day challenge of being live and working on all these projects I'm trying to get finished. And I think by this end of February, I'll have a lot of things finished because of this. This will keep me motivated. I'll be tired, but it's okay. It'll be worth it to get this done, because once I get it done, I'm also doing this because we're going to go on vacation. Well, it's not going to start out as a vacation to begin with, because Nikolai has to go to Denmark to re-up his paramedic license. And after we're done with that, we are going to take probably a week and a half. We'll be over there probably about 2 weeks all together. And we're going to go see his dad and his sister. Going to go to IKEA. I'm going to go to secondhand stores and see what they have in secondhand stores. You never know. I might find something interesting. And do that. We're taking Nora with us, because I don't have a house sitter anymore, because Hanifa currently is in Denmark. She's getting educated, so that's why I don't have a dog house sitter right now. So we're just going to take Nora with us, because I can travel in and out of Denmark with her without any trouble. But I don't take her to the United States. It's just too much hassle. There's too many laws in place in Europe concerning dogs coming in and out of the States. That's why we've always had dogs, or always had her taking care of our house, because it just worked out that way. And she loves staying at the house, because that means she don't have to stay in an apartment. I can't wait for you to film Denmark. Yeah, I am super excited about doing that, because it'll be a real treat for everybody. Because last time I was in Denmark, I took tons of pictures, but it didn't occur to me to make any videos, because back then I didn't have a YouTube channel. So now we're going to do lots of filming. We're going troll hunting. We're going to do that. We're going to go to IKEA. We're going to go to Legoland, so that Nikolai can have some fun there. And I'll enjoy it, of course, but I know he's going to be like a child in candy factory, you know. He is going to love it, because all these years, he's never been. So we're going to do that. See his dad, his biological dad. We're going to go see his sister, and I'm pretty sure we'll end up at the gravesite, because she's still in mourning. I think this is 3 years now that Twin's been gone, because he died on Christmas Day, and so she's still having a hard time. So I'm making sure that Nikolai we go and see her and spend a little time with them, go to IKEA, go to some used shops and see if I can find anything. And then I'm also going to locate an actual real quilt shop and go visit that. So we have a lot planned, but the first place we'll be staying is in Fano, and I am going to film that whole process of coming in, because you got to get on a ferry with your car, and you sail across a little area before you can get to Fano, and then Fano is right on the coastline, so we can drive onto the beach and everything. So that'll be fun. I can film that, and it's a really beautiful place. This is where I got this. This is real amber, and amber washes the shore in Fano all the time. So this is a thing with Fano. So this is where I got this bracelet, was in Fano. I agree, Sherry. It's time for us to have one. And since we're 15 years into marriage now, No one, no, I don't know. Denise, I need someone that the dog knows. And she don't, I don't want to just leave my dog with just anyone. Oh, I need to pull this over some more. I don't mind taking her. It'll be good for her. There's actually a lot of dog friendly places in Denmark that you can stay at. There's a hotel out at the airport. It's called the Clarion. They are definitely, and they're a 5-star hotel. And one thing that they do on New Year's Eve is they open up their hotel to dog owners who have dogs that can't handle the fireworks, because the hotel is soundproof. That's why I never hear. I've stayed there so many times. I stayed there with Nora when I went and picked her up, when I first got her. And yeah, so there is plenty of places to stay at when it comes to having a dog. They're very dog friendly. The only place I won't be able to take her to is inside Legoland. I doubt dogs are allowed in there. And she'll just have to stay at the hotel. Maybe Hanifa can watch Nora for a day. No, but I am going to call her or get in touch with her because she might want to spend time with Nora. In fact, because I'm not sure exactly where in Denmark she's at. She might be in Copenhagen. So if she's in Copenhagen, yeah, we could probably take Nora to her. And I know Nora would love to see her. I don't want to do that. Dachshunds are interesting dogs. They're not always German Shepherds will love anybody. Dachshunds are different. And she's friendly, all right, but when it comes to kids and people she don't know, she backs off. And I can't just drop her in the hands of a stranger she don't know. That's not how this works. She's been alone now for a year without Coda. And I don't think she's quite over it. She still misses him because she can still smell parts of him in the house. Or if a video is playing that has him on it, she knows who he is because she starts howling this mournful howl. It's crazy. Before you leave, share again how I can show your. Oh, okay, let's do that. That's a good idea. Thank you for bringing that up, Bonnie. Hey, Cindy. Katie, do you live in southern Greenland? Trying to picture your ferry trip to Denmark. Yes, I live in South Greenland. I live in Qaqortoq, and I'll type that in the channel. This is where I live at, this town. Yeah, I've learned with Dachshunds, there's just some things you just don't do with them. And one of them is just dropping them in someone they don't know's house. Because you come back to find your dog in a hot mess. And it takes months for them to get over it. They're very sensitive. And Nora's a strong dog. She's not scared of anything. And I don't want to ruin that by just dumping her somewhere. Yeah, so we're taking her with us. It's not going to be a hassle. I mean, I don't think it will be. I mean, there's times where I'll have to leave her in a hotel because we're going to go to the store or whatever. But the idea about Hanifa is actually a great idea because she doesn't. One thing I noticed with Nora, even when she doesn't see Hanifa for 6 or 7 months, she doesn't forget Hanifa because she considers Hanifa to be part of the pack. Let me go find my YouTube channel real quick first, and then I'll share the screen, you guys, so you can see how to do this. Let's go to my browser first. And then I'm going to go to my YouTube channel. Okay, I need someone to let me know. I'm fixing to share the screen. Let me know when you see the screen. That way I can start the process of showing you how to do this. All right, I'm going to click share. And then I need to pick this. And I'm going to put the chat up top where I can see you guys. And let me know when you see the Greenland Quilter YouTube channel page. Yeah, because I'm running out of time. I'm going to have to get off of here. All right, let me know when you see the screen. And I will continue on with the butter while we're waiting on the screen. Y'all to say you can see it. I will continue on with this butterfly in tomorrow's live. And we will get some butterflies done tomorrow for sure. Because we have 3 hours to work on this. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do tomorrow. We're doing butterfly duty tomorrow. All right, everybody says they see. Okay. All right, when you're looking at someone's YouTube channel, their main page, you see now it may look different on your phone, but there is a visit community on your phone. And what I can do is take my second camera down here and show you how to look at that. In fact, I'll do that now after I show you the screen. Then I'll show you what it looks like on your phone also, okay? Yeah. So see where it says visit community? Click on visit community. Then it takes you to this screen. And then I'm just going to type in here, have you seen such beautiful northern lights? That's what I'm going to share so you can watch me do the process. Then you click over here on image. Then you go to your, because if you're on your computer, this is what you would do. You click select from computer. And then I'm going to go to my downloads folder and look for a picture. And I'm going to find a Northern Lights picture. I'm going to put this one here. Click open. It should show up here in a minute, maybe. See how it's shown up here? And it'll ask you if you want to edit how it looks on your preview. Usually I don't mess with that. And then I always, when I put something up like this, I put some tags on it, like Northern Lights. You know, because this is in Greenland. And then I might add South Greenland. And I might even put the scientific name. And then all you have to do after you've done whatever you're going to add to the text part, you come down here and you click post. And then there it is right there on the community. And any of you who want to post here, that's how you get to it. And then to get back out of it, you can either hit the back button or you can go back to the, wait, let me see if there's a link up. Yeah, or you have to hit back, looks like. But I'm just going to do it the lazy way and go back over here again. Okay, so that's how you get there. Okay, now I'm going to unshare the screen and then I'm going to show you on the phone how to do it. Okay, let me I need to see the chat. Okay, now on the phone, you're going to go to the channel, whoever's channel it is, and I need to turn this off before I make somebody sick. I thought I told that thing to leave. Okay, because I'm disconnecting this one. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my YouTube channel. And I'll show it to you here in just a second. So here's my channel. Come on, show it to us. All right. Do you see where it says right here, visit community? Click on visit community. Then it takes you to the community page, okay? And then all you have to do is, you'll see where it says, what's on your mind? Right there, click on that. Then you type whatever you're going to say, and then it gives you the ability down here. I'm sorry, this is so shaky, you guys. And you can actually share pictures or whatever you want to put on there, and then you tell it to post, and then it's on your community tab. And you should be able to see other posts. Hold on. within that. See, you can see where I posted this picture a few minutes ago, and it'll show other things that's been posted on here. Does that help? Let me know if that was okay. You saw everything. Y'all talk to me. Was that good enough, Bonnie? Did that make sense? Or did I go too fast? Let me know. Y'all are not talking. Okay. All right. What I will do to help you guys so that you can remember, I'll take time this week and make a YouTube how-to video. I can do it through Zoom and I'll pre-record that. I have to figure out how I can do it from my phone so you can actually see it, because when you put your phone up like that, you see how bright it is. I haven't figured out how to get around that yet. But I can at least do it from because if you have a computer, and it may even work the same way with the tablet. Once I get a browser on my tablet that's been gifted me, I'll mess around with it there too. Sorry, can't type landscape. Anyway, that'll get you started, but I will make a video on how to do this. That's a good idea. I should make a video on that to help you guys learn how to use the community, because you can post your pictures of what you're working on, especially those of you who are not Facebook users. Please use that. It's open for all of y'all, so use it. I am perfectly fine with that. And then when we have a live, I can go over to the community tab and show everybody what you posted. Yeah. Okay. All right. So tomorrow my live starts at hang on, because I scheduled it for later than usual. Let me tell you what time it's going to be at. It will be, tomorrow's Tuesday. It will start at 9:30 my time, which will be 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to run it probably about 3 hours. I'm going to try not to go beyond that, because every day I'm going to be live. You're probably wondering what I'm going to do on this week. I'm going to spend all week working on WIPs that I'm currently working on. That's what we're going to do. And then as the month progresses, there's going to be some surprise little things I'm going to stick in there. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but stay tuned, because it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time that I keep putting off, because I have to gather up all the things I need to have that discussion. But there's going to be several different kinds of discussions. I think it'll be fun for you guys. I'm trying to make sure that mine doesn't happen when someone else is doing something similar, because, you know, it's just, I think it doesn't help. All right. So, remember to live, laugh, love, and dream. What do you do with all that? You either make something beautiful, and Sherry says she'll put in Discord about tomorrow. Yes. Thank you, Sherry. And Sherry, I'll get a picture made of the 4 blocks so you can we can share them with everybody. I just didn't get around to it today because you know how it goes. But anyway, what I was saying was, remember to live, laugh, love, and dream. And what do? You make something beautiful, or you do something beautiful for someone else so that you can get a smile on their face. Because remember, a smile can change someone's world. It really can. So thank you guys for being always here to support our channel. I love you guys. Thank you for coming, and I'll see you on the next live. Nighty night. Or see you over on Andy's channel. Those of you that are, oh, wait, hang on. Let me share Andy's channel. If you want to watch someone else's live, you can hop on over there, because I'm going to do my first little critter crochet. I've never done it in my life, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, see you later. Bye. All right, let's get over here. Okay, now I'm going to close out the chat.